Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and with yet another puzzle for us to solve today. And you can see very clearly from the puzzle and the thumbnail that you have here, it's titled 11, or another way to read it based on how it's hyphenated, L even. Now, a bit of a backstory before I take you to the puzzle. You may remember a week or so ago, if I can remember it and find it, I will link to it with a card up here somewhere. We actually celebrated Dr. Logic's 18th birthday. Now, I don't know what's going on, but genius clearly runs in the family. This is a puzzle created by his 11-year-old brother. And it's got a rating of over 90%, 92% at the time of the recording, which means it's just got to be an amazing puzzle. I just can't believe that we've got 17-year-olds and now 11-year-olds that are constructing puzzles for us to all to enjoy. So, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Logic, I'm sure you don't need a stranger to reaffirm what you're doing as parenting, but maybe as someone that actually has his own nephews, please write a parenting book. I'm sure we'd love to know how we can actually all raise geniuses like you guys are doing. Well, let's take a look at today's puzzle. So, 11 by Dr. Logic, or, Dr. Logic Junior in this case. And we have the following set of rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So that means the digits 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. That's very normal for us. Digits separated by a black dot must be in a 1 to 2 ratio. And you can see we've got quite a few of them here already placed. Cells on a grey square are even. We've got these. Digits along a thermometer must increase from the bulb end. We've got two thermometers that you can see here in column 4 and column 7. Cells in a cage must sum to the clue in the top left corner with no repeats. So we have an 11, 11, okay, so clearly continuing with the theme 11, 11, 11. Where was I? Yeah, cells along an arrow must sum to the digits in the circle. And we can see we've got one arrow here, two arrow there, and essentially these two cells must sum up to some value, which we need to be able to write in this cell. And then last but not least, cells on a grey circle there as well. Well, Dr. Logic's younger brother is quite generous. He's given us a total of 5 digits to help us get started, and plenty of rules to be fair as well. So we've got thermometers, killer cages, circle and squares that are odds and evens, black crop key dots, arrow sum rules, you name it, we've got it. And I think the thermometers are even, you can see it's essentially writing 11 with the circle, the evens, and the thermometers. I only just spotted that. So very much the theme of today's puzzle. If you want to play along, link will be in the description down below. And with that said, let's continue to reveal just how much genius runs in this family. Restart the clock and crack on. So 11, as I was looking at the rule set, this has sort of caught my eye immediately. You've got a 1 in here, meaning that, because obviously 3, 4, 5, even ignoring the fact that there's a 3 in there, means there has to be a 2. 3, 4, 5 gets us to 12, clearly too large to be in an 11 cage, so we need a 2. And we need another pair to add to 9 to complete this cage. Now, 1, 8 is not available. We've already used the 2, so 2, 7 is not available. 3, 6 is not available because it's in the box. So there's only one option left, and that's 4, 5. And you can see that's not a 5 because of what's up here. How small can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4. How high, I should say. 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is this actually 1? Because you can see 1 was an option. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are gone, and 6. So it's actually surprisingly restricted. We need a 10 in here. 1 9 is gone, but plenty of options, 2 8 3 7 4 6. So this is not where we should be looking. We've got a very similar restriction here because the one can see this 11 cage. So we know it has a 2. And then we need, there are 2 ways of getting to 9 that are left because again, 1 and 2 are gone. It could be 3 6 or 4 5. I'm not going to pencil mark all of this. I think just knowing that the 2 is there is probably enough for the moment. Maybe the black crop key dots is where it's at. So this is even, and therefore it's 2, 4, 6, or 8, which means it's either a 1, so 2, 1 would work, 2, 4 wouldn't, it will break the cell, 4, 2 wouldn't, it will break this cell, 4, 8 could, so that could be an 8. In fact, can't be a 6 because that 3 is gone. So 2, 1 or 4, 8, or, mind you, 8, 4 is also absolutely fine. Does that mean that there has to be, no, it doesn't have to be a 4. It's either 2, 1 or 4, 8. Presumably, no, it couldn't be the other way around. It couldn't be 2 and 1 because this cell has to be even. So 2, 1 or 4, 8. You know how I was saying earlier, naively, we seem to have plenty of clues and plenty of digits. This is going to be a cakewalk. I take that all back. You're going to have to think about this a bit more. Is it odds and evens, maybe? Let's have a think about that. I mean, we've got evens. I'm going to color these orange. These are even. I'm going to color these blue. Even, odd. Maybe? So let's ask the question, where does 1 and 9 go? Because that's the remaining odd digits. Actually, here's a better one. This cell is on a black crop key dot. Sorry, I'm easily distracted as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a minimum of 4. And that would get us to 8. I guess it can go to 6 and 3 or 8 and 4. Sort of heavily dependent. Can't be a 4 because this couldn't have been a 1. So starting at 2 is the minimum. 3, 4, 5 was never a 4, therefore was never an 8. This is 6 or 8 going to 3 or 4. I'm going to continue with the even odd coloring. I'm not sure how useful this is going to be, but I'm just going to maintain it for a while longer. Let's have a think about this for a second. I just realized we've used 3 and we still need 3 more that are on a black crop key dot. I don't think there are that many evens, are there? Because if we write them all down, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Now, removing all the even digits from that, 2, 4, 6, and 8, we need 1 and 3. So 2 of these are odd. 1 of them is an even, making these 2 digits odd. Sorry, 3 digits odd. Odd. That must be even then as a result. Is it? No, it's got to be odd. We need 3 odds to get to an odd number. So that does restrict it. It's not 2 8s, not 4 6. Is that only 3 7 now? Sorry, let's remove that pencil mark so I don't confuse myself. So yeah, 2 8 is not an option. 3 7 is an option. 4 6 is an option. It is, in fact, fixed. And maybe, yes, it is correct to start thinking about this puzzle in terms of odds and evens. So we have 5 9. We know 1 3 are in here. Therefore, this is another 5 9. 7 is down here. 3. It's not very helpful. So 1 is in one of these, joint with a 2 in one of these. That's not a 2. It's not a huge deduction, but I'll take it. So one of these is a 1, one of these is a 2, and then one of these 3 is a 3, and one of these 3 is a 6. Nothing to write home about, for sure. Where does 9 go? I just keep getting distracted by column 5, where you see that we've already got 3 odds. Therefore, we must have another. We still need to place 1 and 9. 1 could go here for sure. And where does 9 go? Six. I want to try this scenario. 6, 7, 8, 9. Fixes this as 7, 8, 9. Leaves this to 1, 4. Seven, 8, 9. We've used, this would end up being 1 or 3. Maybe that's the way to sort of take this forward. So if this is 6, it has to be 7, 8, 9. If this is 1, it doesn't have to be 2, 3, 4. Nothing stops it from being, so, you know, the 6 is the more restricted digit here. Mind you, I just spotted that there's a 3, 4 in here. That's quite high. So even with a 1, we're already at 4 or 5. So maybe to come back to these arrows in a moment, let's continue thinking through this. If this is 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess a 7 would be up here, but not very interesting. Let's just leave that aside for a moment. We've used 7, 9, and 5, meaning this is down to 1 or 3. I'm not seeing it. I'm not sure what I'm missing that I need to be seeing either. 2, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 4, 5. The minimum this is now. It's not even 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is already this is actually quite restricted. 6, 8, and 9. Maybe this again. Does the 5, 9 doesn't really heavily impact it much. 6, 8 kind of does. Because if that's a 6, it essentially fixes this to be 2, 4, 5 again. It's just not enough information, as unbelievable as that sounds, unless I'm missing something. So if this is 6, let's think about this. So we said one option was 2, 3, 4. I guess that can now, it can't be 5. So if this is 6, this is actually fixed. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 4. Couldn't be 5. And then that would be 6. And that would be 3. Repeating the 3 and breaking. That's 8. That's 4. That took a while for me to spot. No judgment. And now we know that this is a 1, 3 pair joined with a 2, 6 pair. This couldn't be the 2. We've already put it in the 11 cage. That's the 6, that's the 2, 1, 3, progress. Not sure I'm going to continue to pencil, color in everything. I may do. 1, not there. Clearly not there. So 1 is definitely in here. Not a huge revelation really. 1 is in there. 6, 7, 8, 9 would make this a 3. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 5, 3, 2. We still need to place 1, 4, and 6. 1 is not here, that would be 4, 6. 1, 4, 6, 1, 4. No. 6, I did say, once you have a 6, we know what this is. This is 2, 4, 5 again. That's not 2, that's not 5. 2, 4, 5, 9 has to be here. It's not going to be lower than 8. In fact, I'm going to say it's a 1, 9 pair because 1 couldn't be anywhere in there. And now we're left with something that we should be able to actually fill in. The 7 has to be here, the 3 is there, the 2 is there. We're making progress. This can't be 1 now because of this 1, 9 pair, so this could be 2. Couldn't be a 7. 7 is now in there. This could be 2. It's not 3, 4. It can be 5. Mind you. It can't be 5 because we'd end up with 4, 5, and 9. 5 and 9 would break this. This is a 2 and a 6. Have we... That's got to be the 8. Just simple Sudoku at this point, and then now we're left with 1, 5, and 9. Actually, we can do better. That's the 1. That's a 5, 9 pair that's left now. I mean, phenomenal puzzle so far, Dr. Logic and Dr. Logic Jr. 2, 4, 5 tells us the order of this. That was there for a while. 5, now we're left with 6, 9, is it? There's a pair in here. We're left with another pair, that's 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 5, and 8. We know the order of this, that's an 8. These are not 8 because we've got a 2, 4, 5 triplet in here. Can this be 6, 7, 8, 9? Unbelievably, still yes, an option. It just seems so unlikely, but it perseveres as an option. That's not a 2. This is now a 5. What else can we do in here? So we know that this is 2, 6, 8 as the remaining even digits. Do we know much more than this? We know 3 is in one of these two. 2 is still very open. 4 is very open. 5, 7. We know 5 is in here. 6, 8, and 9 are still, fairly open. 6, 7, 8, 9, still shockingly an option that I'm very keen, as you can tell, to eliminate for some reason. I don't think I'm going to pencil mark all of these rows. That doesn't feel like the way forward. Look at this. 1 and 3 and 5 all see this. This is now 7 on 9, eliminating the option of 6, 7, 8, 9 finally. That's a 1. 3 is not on the thermometer. So if you have a look at where the 3's are, we've got these 3's looking into this box now. Now, we could have a 3 in there, but obviously you'd need a 2 between the 1, and the 2's already taken. So 3 is fixed in here, and in there in box 4. We're starting to run out of possibilities on this thermometer, so minimum digit here is a 4. 6 is the minimum, and then 7. Now if we go all the way up to a 6, because that's the next available digit, can't do 7, we're already at 8 and 9. So that's a 7-9 pair. And yeah, that was the maximum we can do, 6, 8, 9. And no other option in between, surprisingly. These are all even. I will take it because it's there. Right, 1 and 4. We know that there is a 1 somewhere in here. It's either 4, I mean, it doesn't have to be 4, 6, 7. Could be 4, 6, 9 as well. 4, 8, 9 also equally works. I mean, it's restricted, just not enough. Not enough. Am I missing anything else? This 8 eliminates this 8. We're left with a 9. So let's think about the 6 first, because we can't do 1, 5. We could do 2, 4. That's one option. If it's a 9, can't do 1s. Could do 2 with a 7, presumably. Can't do 3, 6. 4, 5. 4 and 5. Amazing just how restricted it is. That's a 6, 9 pair. That's 2, 4, 5. We know what these two digits are. That's 3, 7, I'm going to say. That's the only remaining options. Therefore, we know what this is. This is a 4, which works with both the 2 and the 5, unfortunately. How ironic. 5, 4. We now need a 5 between these two cells. This 3 has been looking at that 3, 7 for a while. Just try and see if I can make some progress here. 7 is fixed, for example. Take a look at these. So that's 7, that's 9, that's 7, that's 1, that's 9. 9 is now down here, joined with the 3, and 1 of 1, 4, 5, depending on which one isn't used. We have placed all the odds except the 1. And there's still a lot of flexibility. Okay, so we'll just leave that for a moment. Now 6 and 9, this digit here has to be in there, whatever it is. And then we're joined with an 8 in here. We don't know where that goes. And we're joined with an 8 in here. Don't know where that goes either. 1s. We know what this is now. How could that be? Yeah, because the 6, 9 is up there. So that's 1, 2, 5. That's not 1. That's not 5. There is a 6, 8, 9 in here. 6 or 8 actually in this one. If this 6, oh, I was just about to say we have a double. We don't. So shockingly, this can still be 6. This could be an 8. This could be a 9. We haven't. And then 6, 8. And this could be a 2. That leaves us 4, 5 option up there. Yeah, nothing eliminated. But what we have done is got a 3 for sure down here. Does be the 5? Still not sure. I'm really surprised this 1, 4 is not resolved. Probably need to press it a bit harder and see what comes. 1, 3, and 9 looks at this. This is a 5 or 7. Again, quite restricted, but just not enough. This 2 is looking at it. This 5 is looking at it. I've kind of tidied up these pencil marks. So this is not 1. 1, 2, 4, 5, 2. None of these are 2 anymore. That's a 6, 8 pair in column 4. That's a 4. This is a 9, 6, 8, 6. So that's now an 8, 9 pair. Nine, 6, 2, 1, 5. We need another 6, 8 in here. We know what this is. This is a 6. This is a 5 to complete the column. What do we need down here? I was going to say 7. No, 9. We still need to place a 4. And surprisingly, we don't know what it is. So it's 4, as in I don't know where the 4 is kind of what I'm saying, which surprised me. We're sort of getting towards the end of the puzzle now, and yeah, there we go, 6. Therefore, we've placed the 8, that's the 4, that's the 6. We need to place a 4 and a 9. You know the order of these. Not 9 in here. We need to place 2 and 8, I believe. We don't know where they go. 4, 5 not fixed. 2, 4 not fixed. Not 4 here. Okay. I mean, so much progress, but still fighting at it all the way to the end. So 2, 5, and 7. What else do we need to place in here? 2, 5, and 7. There's a digit we need to be placing. That's the 6. We know where that goes. That's the 6. That's 2, 5, or 7. It's actually 5 or 7. Can't place a 2 in here. 5, 7 pair. That's a 2, 4, or a 5. We know what these 3 are. In fact, we know what these 3 are. We should be able to finish it from here. We need a 1, a 2, and an 8. Gives us the 9, the 8, the 2, the 8, the 7 and 5. They were probably there for a while. The 3 and the 7. Only 3 digits to go to finish this. 3, 9, and 4. And if I've not made any mistakes, finish 25 minutes. I mean, incredible puzzle. Even more incredible when you realize it was set by an 11-year-old. So, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Logic, keep it up. And for the regular viewers, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and see you back for the next one. Bye for now.